Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and welcome to our podcast talk show.
Welcome.
Yes, we had a very exciting event happen.
Yes.
Actually, happy 4th of July,
yes.
everybody.
Oh, yes.
Happy
Happy 4th.
Independence Day, or if you're not from the United States, happy 4th of July still.
Yes.
I'm sure you had
absolutely
a 4th of July.
Yes.
So.
No matter what, it's still celebrated. It's a date. It's a date out.
It's a date.
So
it is literally the 4th day of July.
Exactly.
You could be like, oh, I like that. Anyways. But yeah, so not only did we have a fun holiday, but we actually got to do something that we have not done in a long time.
Very long time, actually.
Go to the movies.
Fantastic.
Yeah, well, it was, man.
It was.
Nobody's kicking my chair.
At all.
There's like barely anybody in there.
Yeah, so like no talking?
Yeah.
Impressive. I think me and you actually laughed and talked. Not talked, but like made jokes.
I caught myself. All right, so like that, I realized about like 5 minutes into the movie that I'm like, I've been watching movies at home too long. Because I want to make comments constantly. I want to be like, oh, this. I kind of felt like Pierce from Community. Yeah. I had like a written sheet of jokes about like all of this as I'm watching this.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, okay, cool it, Kevin.
Yeah.
Just watch the movie.
Yeah. That's
but then like towards the end, that's when I was like, I had said 2 comments. I think you had laughed at one and Jared laughed at one, and I was like, you know what? Stop.
Yeah.
Stop while you're ahead. You got some laughs. Next thing you might piss somebody off.
Yeah. Moving in the row ahead of me. I mean, it's fine.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah, it's not like there's many other people in there, which was cool. But then it also, I think, it'd been out for already a week. So
absolutely.
Big opening week,
for sure.
And I know, like, I'm not sure how busy theaters are getting right now.
I don't know. I mean, I've passed by the local one, actually the one we went to. Actually, I've passed by there, and it's been full parking. But see, actually, when we showed up though, didn't it look like it was pretty full? But I wonder if it was because it was an earlier showing. We did kind of do a later night showing.
Yeah, we did do a later
one.
Their show times are very strange.
Yeah,
just because like I don't know what their hours are.
Well, what I think it is trying to not to have movie theaters cross, right? So like, did you notice? Did we see any other movie thing besides? At the end of our movie, when we were walking out, I saw one, like, a family, family walking out of the building. Other than that, I saw no other.
Nobody else.
In the Fast and the Furious.
That's a good point. Yeah, there's no cross times. There's no, like, multiple theaters getting out at the same time.
Yeah,
type of thing.
yeah. So I think
interesting.
Yeah, so I that's probably what it is. Just no crossing. Pass.
I was a little sad. I bought the medium popcorn. I was like, it's just me. I haven't had movie popcorn in a while.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking. I've had dinner. I'm not like starving or anything. And like by the end of the credits or the previews, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I
smashed them.
That's
so funny. Yeah. See, that's why I wish I could eat popcorn because I love popcorn, but it hurts my teeth until I get that one looked at again. I just can't eat it. So like that's the only thing about the movies that really upset me actually. I've kind of ripped popcorn off, but going to the movies, it's like a staple.
Yeah, dude.
But the pain is not worth it afterwards. It's the weirdest thing how that's the one thing that I don't know if it's like the butter. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
It's those darn little kernel shards that get stuck up there, man.
My goodness, it's terrible.
I brushed my teeth the next day, like in the morning. And I'm like, there's kernels, there's like pieces coming out. So I'm like, wow. What is happening?
Yeah, it's insane. It's crazy. I mean, I
love popcorn. Though.
Yeah, I had one that up on the upper part of like my jaw, and it was stuck, and I couldn't get it off, even with the toothbrush, because I think it was right at the tip of that, like, and so I couldn't get a toothbrush in there. It just because it kind of jabs up there, so there's nothing I can do. So I'm like trying to. So I'm just doing it, but it bothered me. I felt it on my cheek, and I'm like, this is like bothering me. I'm washing water. I'm doing everything I possibly can.
Yeah, everything you possibly can.
Like a couple of days later.
Then your gums are sore.
Well, then the BS part, a couple of days later, I cough. And I go, wait.
Pressure dislodged it.
And pull it out. I'm like, are you kidding me? I worked so hard to get that thing out, and one single cough made this happen. That's upsetting,
right,
Yeah, how did that one blast of wind get up there and take care of it?
That's funny because Jessica has run into that same problem where she'll get like a kernel stuck up there. And it'll be like days later, and it finally comes out. but it's like an annoyance. I mean, it's there. Like, you know, it's there. And actually, it just happened to her recently. And it was so funny. She like ran up to me like, "Kevin, you're gonna be so excited." I'm like, "Oh, what?" You know? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, all my guesses were wrong, and she's like, "The popcorn kernel came out." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome!
yeah,
That's awesome!
Yeah.
It's been days."
Yes, that's crazy. Yeah,
it's so funny. It's like the relief of it.
Well, yeah, it's wild. It's the funny thing is it's really not painful either. It's just annoying.
It's annoying. Yeah.
So it's. I mean, it can be painful if it sits up there. It is a salty substance thing just sitting there.
Well, yeah, I'm just like, yeah. But the popcorn though.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No.
Just my love for popcorn, as you can see.
Right. It's upsetting for you. I get it. Like I won't go into detail. Delicious. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, it was kind of bland. But whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's what you get.
Yep. Did you put a bunch of popcorn on it?
Did I put a bunch of popcorn on it?
I mean butter on your popcorn.
I put a little bit of popcorn, and then I was like, "Oh, some more popcorn." I put the popcorn on. Yeah, man. Before I knew it, I had a whole tub of popcorn.
But only medium though.
Oh,
only medium.
Yeah,
you messed up.
As much as I tried to put more popcorn on more popcorn, it was still medium.
Yeah, you couldn't.
I know. Yeah, I put more salt on it, and I put extra butter on it, and I tried to like dress it up.
I saw one of our friends. They were like shoving the whole nostril in there to get it out at the bottom.
Oh yeah,
and then you know it's like I was like, man, you guys are making. And the thing is, the worst part is where I sat. I didn't have I wasn't on an end. I was like right in the middle. And everybody around me was just smashing popcorn, and then I'm just eating these damn Twizzlers.
I eat popcorn like a Neanderthal.
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah,
like I cannot take a kernel. No,
yeah,
I'm taking handfuls, and then I get so engrossed into the movie. I probably sound disgusting. I apologize. I don't know. I just thought like
at the very beginning, it was the only time I had it. Because I'm just like I really wanted it, But it's just like hey, listen, I'm okay. It's not worth the pain.
Oh yeah, right.
Because your bag was right there. You
could have had some popcorn.
I would have had some popcorn if I really wanted to.
Not really. I would have.
Yeah, you would have been my yeah.
No, it's so funny because it's like one of the first times that I've been out like solo.
Oh yeah.
And then going to a theater too. I was like, I am so jazzed to go and get some popcorn. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I was like, man, this is gonna be awesome. I got no responsibility.
Yeah, nothing.
I could just hang out and watch a movie in the theater with some friends. It was fun.
It was awesome. The turnout of it was sweet. I enjoyed the entire thing. I really it was fun.
It was funny because when I thought about it, like as we're when I purchased the tickets for Fast 9, or they were the giveaway. It was like, oh man, a year ago. Well, not to the date, but to the month. A year ago, I went to the theater for Tenet. Tenet premiered in July.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. And that was the last time. It was Tenet.
Yeah, that was the last time, and it's like, man, it's like my 1 year pandemic celebration.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Go see a movie.
Yeah, it was a good time too. And actually, the nice part is even if and I know we were with our friends and stuff, but outside of our friend group, there was not a lot of people that were like right on top of us by any means.
Not at all.
And it was like a nice feeling. I mean, in that perspective. But at the same time, though, I do want to see the movie theaters get a little busier, though. I want those things to stay up and going.
That's also like a problem. Yeah. I'm very used to being at home. Like I said, I love commenting now.
Yes.
So I have to have more of an internal monologue going on. But I'm kind of especially when I went and saw Tenet, and it was just Jessica and myself, and there were two other people up in the back of the theater.
Yeah, okay.
That was it. And it was literally the premiere.
Wow.
Of Tenet. And I'm like,
that is insane.
I'm kind of shocked that more people just didn't turn out for that.
Yeah.
And it's almost like that, missing that feeling. Like when we went and all saw Endgame.
Oh.
That is you want a packed theater for that.
Yes, 100%.
Those moments, like when Captain gets the hammer, right?
Yeah,
that moment alone, like when the crowd erupts and cheers, and woos, and all that stuff. It's such a fun feeling.
It is. It's awesome. It's fantastic.
Or comedies, Because when the audience is laughing, you're more likely laughing as well.
Yeah,
and it's just such a great time.
Sometimes you miss the meaning, and sometimes you miss the funny parts when you're sitting at home, like in a focused. Sometimes if I'm sitting at home watching a comedy by myself, sometimes I'm not saying I don't laugh, but sometimes I feel like if I was with a group of people,
it's a different
environment. Like I really do think that. So sometimes I've actually noticed that with a bunch of movies. So I watch them at home, like, go to somebody else's house, and like a funny part comes up, and we're all laughing together. I'm like, this is weird. I didn't laugh at home.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah.
So, it's funny that you say that, right? So, we've been watching Community a lot lately, right?
Yeah.
And we were over at the in-laws over the weekend, and so when we're sitting on the couch, either ready to go to bed or in the morning when we're just getting up, I just screw it. Instead of trying to find something to watch, I just throw on Community.
Gotcha.
Because it almost feels like everybody knows somebody in that show.
Well, okay,
the older crowd knows Chevy Chase.
Yep.
So it's funny because like there's these notable faces. So you throw it on, they're like, oh, what is this show? And then then for me, everything's fresh. All the jokes, I'm laughing again because everybody else is laughing, and they're like, "Oh, I can't wait for this moment!" And then it's hilarious.
That's awesome. Okay.
So it was pretty fun to rewatch Community because it's like the environment.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely, it's crazy.
Jessica and I will laugh, but if we're just watching at home, sometimes it's just that background thing. And yes, things will make you laugh, but man, when you watch it with other people, especially their first time or something,
it's insane. I do that a lot actually with my cousin Sean. He doesn't like, he watches a lot of movies, but some movies he just doesn't even give a chance to. So what we watch, I forget the last one we did it to, but I've seen it and I laughed at it. It wasn't a hilarious movie, but then parts that he hasn't seen yet, he's laughing hysterically at, crying, and then I'm like out over there, he's literally crying tears, and I'm laughing. I forget the name of the movie. We actually, me and you watched it. Oh my! I'm gonna remember.
All right, yeah,
remember because it was funny because we laughed together, but then it was like I rewatched it. It was, oh my gosh. Give me a second. Well, go ahead though. I'm gonna remember this.
So later. you watched it with me, didn't laugh that much.
Not as no. I think I enjoyed it the first time. The second time when I watched it by myself at home, I did not. So this was like a third time I watched it because the first time I watched it, was with him. I was turning off for background while we're playing cards or whatever we're doing.
What is the movie?
It's on Netflix. I don't know. It's an.
I love this.
Yeah. All right.
So if we want to, while you think for a minute, I'm going to drop a little bit of knowledge on you.
Oh, bring it.
This is knowledge that I think you'll appreciate.
Okay.
I Think You Should Leave, Season 2, comes out July 6th. Oh, yes.
Oh.
At the time of this recording, it is July 5th, so I'm very excited.
That's great. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Wow.
Yes,
okay.
I am so pumped.
That's sweet.
I'm very pumped.
I got to make sure I watched them all because I thought I did. Well, I thought I watched them all, but you made a comment about an episode and I didn't remember. So,
I mean, have you made sure that you used enough? Did you rip off enough? Oh man, what do they call it? Mud pie. And you used too small a slice.
Nope.
You didn't watch that one? Stephen Yen from The Walking Dead. Glenn?
Yeah.
He's in this one, and it's his birthday party.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. On the receipt.
Yes.
Yeah. God, I did.
He made a mud pie, but he used too small a slice of the toilet paper. So there were some poo particles left on his hand.
Yeah. I do remember that. That's so funny. All right. Yeah.
Okay, so if I eat this piece of paper and I don't get sick, then, So she eats the paper. Oh, I'm not sick. He used too small a slice. And then, as he's leaving, he's like, all your friends hate you now. And he's so mean
about it, yeah. because he had to use the bathroom and it was too small a slice.
Yeah, he used too small a slice. You make a mud pie, you have to use the right slice. But you use too small a slice.
Let's go back and
One of my favorites, though, is that lawyer bit where he's like, have you ever been, and then he starts listing off these outrageous scenarios of your toilet stops working, so he's got two guys come over and they replace your toilet, except they replaced it with a joke toilet with a hole big enough for a fart or something like that. Now you have this toilet, and it's like, oh dude, it's chaos. I think it's the two plumbers are like, it's turbo time. Start running all over the furniture. And then the owner of the house wants to join Turbo Time, but they're like, no, you can't join Turbo Time. You're not allowed. And then at the end, he's like, has that ever happened to you?
All right. And I'm going to have to rewatch it. I don't remember that scene.
Oh my God, there's so many of them.
Oh yes, I do. Yes, I do remember the scene now. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
because he's wearing a full suit, right?
Yeah, he's in a full suit. He's like his lawyer.
All right, yep.
Has that ever happened to you? No, nobody's ever come over to my house and replaced my toilet with a joke toilet.
No,
with a fart hole.
How does it even work?
Dude, yeah, I like whoever is writing these bits. They're genius. I was just like, I literally need to hit my inhaler after some of these.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what scene I brought up? Like about a wild show, like a wild fun show more than anything else? Is a scene where he opens that door backwards.
Dude, it goes both ways. I was here earlier.
Yeah, and he's pulling.
It's like, the hardware's breaking.
He is strong.
He's like staring at the guy. Like, if that was an interview, you're not getting the job, bro.
No, I'm telling you.
I think it goes the other way. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
In his face. Like he has like such reaction like gold.
The funniest part is like I just love the fact that he just made sure that it was just to keep going. I just thought it was funny.
It's hilarious.
All right.
So yeah, season 2.
I know. That's
I'm honestly gonna rewatch it because it is just so funny.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorite skits though. There's a ton of them, obviously, but Jessica and I quote this one all the time.
Okay.
Is just Jim the camera. As I stared off to the floor, you're jimming the camera. But it's the one. All right, so they're like a band and they're playing music in the recording studio, and they're like, oh, we've heard this before, we don't need it. And then the lead singer, like with the guitar, just starts like coming up with a song out of nowhere.
Whoa! What are you talking about again?
I think you should leave. It's a skit. And then Tim Robinson comes in and he's like, he starts adding to the song, but all he starts talking about are like the skeletons and the bones are their money, but also, they want to come out of the ground and rip your hair up, not out. It's such a weird shit, man.
Wow.
You don't remember that one?
No, at all.
Then you would remember it.
Okay.
It's almost like the lead singer is like coming up with like a Johnny Cash song. And then Tim is like trying to follow it up and be cool too. And my favorite part is at the end because the guy is essentially talking to the guy who's singing like Johnny Cash. And he's like, hey, that sounds good. We'll take ya. And then Tim goes, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, wait, are you both named so-and-so? He's like, no, that's why I'm so confused. Like, what? Like, you shouldn't be confused. Oh, dude. Anyways, you'll have to watch it.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
I'm telling you, because you brought up another scene, too, one time.
You'll recognize the lead singer who sounds like Johnny Cash. He was from the show Entourage. He was the director that, oh, my God. What is the main actor's name?
What? Oh,
in Entourage.
Hold on. Whoa. The main actor's name?
In the show, actually.
Yeah.
I know his real name, but I can't think of his like.
Hold on. It's Why you gotta put me on the spot like that? Hold on.
I put myself on the spot.
Yeah,
I feel ashamed. I really liked that show. Yeah. I can't remember Jeremy Piven's name in that show either, though. Jeremy Piven was like my favorite part of that show, Entourage. The way he would get pissed off or freaked out. He had 3 phones on him. You're gonna say it, and I'm gonna be so mad. Entourage on HBO. I still have not watched that movie, by the way.
What movie?
The Entourage movie.
Oh, you have not? Why?
I keep forgetting.
Gotcha.
Every time I'm on HBO, I'm like, oh, I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
It just never happens,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think you should leave season 2.
Yeah, man. Sweet, man. Sweet, man.
Tim Robinson coming back in my life, making me laugh my freaking face off.
How do you spell entourage?
Entourage.
That's literally how I was spelling it. Oh man, I'm telling you. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But I'm telling you. Don't talk about it. Oh, are you kidding me? You ready? Starts with a V.
Vinny, right?
Well, Vincent. Yeah,
Vincent.
Yeah, Vinny. Yeah. I'd say as soon as I'm like, are you kidding me?
Wow. Yeah.
Well, you can't remember Jeremy's name?
Jeremy Piven's name. When you say it, though.
Yeah, for sure. You ready?
Yeah.
Ari.
Yeah, Ari Gold! Come on, Kevin. What are you doing? All right, and then the director who did the movies. They did the one about Pablo Escobar, Medellin. He did the directing in Medellin, and then he also did the that New York one. But anyways, he's in the scheme.
Got it. Okay.
You'll maybe recognize him. I recognize it. He pops in randomly at random times. Billy Walsh. He was the director.
Oh, gotcha.
That Vinny worked with.
Yeah. Okay.
Who
So he's in something else too, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he makes appearances in all sorts of stuff.
Gotcha. I just for some reason
Entourage.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. It's actually been so long since I've seen that. Do you know I watched Entourage before I actually met you and actually started hanging out with the friend group? Do you know that? I mean, that's
crazy.
We were thinking about that. That's been over. That's been 9 years. So that's since pretty much me and you met 9 years ago.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
That is pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. That's really wild.
So that means I watched Entourage before that.
Yeah. But yeah, because when did Entourage even come out?
I'm gonna take a look because
I'm gonna watch that movie now. I want to watch that show. That show got me so excited about show business and everything.
2004. It says.
Wow, ancient material.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 14 because my brothers wanted to watch it. That's why I watched it.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't just me. He watched it, and then I just continued to watch it because, as much as I could, because it actually ended in 2011.
Drama. What a fun show.
Yeah,
Turtle.
Exactly. I was just gonna say Turtle.
Turtle.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. That's a great show.
I remember those names. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Actually, Turtle was in. He's been in a few things, but the one thing that I saw him pop in was Lone Survivor.
Oh,
Mark Wahlberg, Ben Foster, a couple others.
Yeah, I think he's in the Mark Wahlberg gang kind of thing. Like his.
Well, yeah, because
you
know why?
What?
Entourage loosely based off Mark Wahlberg.
For sure. It was because he played in it.
Because Drama is actually not Mark Wahlberg. It's Donnie Wahlberg.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of like a Donnie character. Which Donnie Wahlberg, I mean, that's Sergeant Lipton, dude, from Band of Brothers.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Dude could do nothing for the rest of his life, and I'll still be like, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Mad respect. I loved your character in that show. He's just an honorable guy.
You are a Band of Brothers.
Oh, I love Band of Brothers.
Did you watch it this year?
I didn't. We started to the year Clement was born, 2019. But have not returned to the fields of battle since.
Well, I may, when the Battlefield comes out, like the game.
Oh yeah.
So get in the war mood, you know. When it comes out, I'm ready.
Oh, dude, I'm pumped. Watch some Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
All right, so there is a movie that we need to watch sometime soon. It's called The Outpost. It's based on a novel by Jake Tapper, and I think it's based on a true story. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But it looked good.
What's it called again?
The Outpost.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So there's some familiar faces in there. There's Scott Eastwood. And then there's Orlando Bloom. There's a couple others in there. I can't put my finger on it. But that looked good.
Okay.
we're talking about war movies, so
yeah, war exactly. So I'm just trying to click the cast, but my signal here is not that great. But guess what it got on Rotten Tomatoes?
96.
What 93 actually?
That's what I'm saying. Like I've heard nothing but good stuff from that, and it is so weird because I feel like nobody's ever heard of this movie.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've never heard of it. I mean,
right.
And the cast is definitely. I mean, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, Orlando Bloom, Milo Gibson, Caleb.
Oh yeah,
Laundrie
Milo
Jones.
Gibson. Which Milo Gibson freaks me out a little bit because he looks a little too much like Mel.
Oh, that's so funny.
When you see Milo, you're like, that's clearly Mel Gibson's son. Mel Gibson clearly has a dominant gene in his family because my God, the guy he looks just like him.
That is so funny.
It's hilarious. What was that movie? Hacksaw Ridge. And as soon as he enters frame, I'm like, did they make Mel look younger in this movie? Like, no,
that'd be his son. Who's Caleb?
He's good though. He's a good actor. What?
Caleb Laundrie Jones, Caleb Landry Jones.
I don't know. Let me see.
So, I know he's played in other stuff before.
Oh yeah, so he's definitely been in other stuff. Yeah. Is he? Was he?
Oh, he's in Breaking Bad.
Okay, but yeah. So who was he in Breaking Bad? I know he's like he's like such a familiar face because he's definitely been in other stuff too.
A lot of other stuff too.
Yeah,
he was in this TV show Get Out, but I didn't realize that was a TV show.
No, he was in the movie Get Out. That's right. That's where I remember him from. He's the crazy brother.
Yes, boom.
That's it. That's where I.
Okay, that's exactly what I remember. Okay,
dude. Yeah, that brother always just gave me the creeps.
Oh, he's also an X-Men First Class.
Bro. Whoa. This guy.
Hold on, I know there's another one.
Keep your eye out for this guy.
Yeah, I know there's one more that I know that I can't.
What's his name? Tell the world what his name is.
Oh, his name is Caleb Landry Jones.
You just made our list.
Yep.
So
absolutely, that's great for you. You know.
Yep. Your career.
Did you watch No Country for Old Men?
Dude. Okay. Well, first of all, just know you'll never have to ask me that. Yes, I've watched that movie.
He's also in that movie.
Have you not watched that movie?
I've seen it.
That is one of the best. Obviously, it's a Best Picture winner.
Yeah.
But that is definitely one of the best movies the Coen brothers have ever made. Do you know that movie does not consist of any music at all? The only music that is in the movie is a mariachi band that is like actually playing the music in the movie, not like a soundtrack.
Wow.
That's it. Everything is built with suspense and every other way. The Coen brothers are genius. No Country for Old Men, man. Oh, dude. Javier Bardem, his villain. Oh, what's his villain's name? Do you have No Country for Old Men? I can't think of it right now. It's a cool ass name too. Javier Bardem.
That's it.
What is it? Oh, yeah, Chigger. Anton Chigger. Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
What's crazy?
No, I thought you were trying to find out his name.
Oh, no, I knew his like real name, but I wanted to know his villain name. Sorry.
No, you're okay. So when you said that, I'm like, whoa.
that dude with that cattle prodding machine, man, walking up to people with the tank and just blasting, their head out and everything, man. Or flipping the coin and giving people the dude. Just one of the greatest. One of my absolute favorite shootout moments is Josh Brolin and that guy, because Josh Brolin's like figure out every single way he could possibly escape this guy, and this guy's good.
For sure. So, yeah.
Oh man. No Country for Old Men.
That's crazy. I'm trying to remember him in that movie though. That's what that.
Javier Bardem or
no.
Josh Brolin.
No.
Yeah, I don't know who he would.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of is the shootout in the beginning, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's probably just like because actually when I click on the page, it's not like he comes up as like one of the top people in there. So I don't know. Not too sure.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
So yeah, we hit a lot of topics.
We did.
Our main topic was movies, movie theaters.
Movie theaters.
And going to see it, yes. Yeah. Very exciting. But, so what movie did we go watch?
Fast and the Furious 9, or F9.
Okay.
Fast 9.
Fast 9 Saga or something.
Yes.
It's some goofy.
It's Fast and the Furious, the 9th one. How about that?
Yeah. I feel like then the title is almost like a metaphor for the movie.
Oh yeah.
I'll just tell you my feelings. Like, I honestly think I know that I enjoyed 7 and 8 more than this one.
Yeah.
Just because, like, story wise is like I felt like, even though they're Fast and the Furious storyline, so I'm not saying like they're not Christopher Nolan depth.
Yeah.
But I felt like they had more meat and potatoes to the actual story arc, structure, everything.
A little bit.
Than this one. This one was like, here's this situation, here's this flashback, here's this situation, now this situation, let's go to this direction, And I know they've always kind of had that element.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now it's just like it's a freaking joke in itself.
And I think I can say this because I think this is in the preview. Was there somebody that came back? I'm pretty sure.
I think everybody knows.
I think everybody knows.
That somebody came back.
Yes. So it doesn't matter because it's very open,
matter.
Right? But but when this person came back, it was like the storyline that they had. It's ridiculous, and I knew that's the only way possible of what they did. What they do now, why that happened and what happened, I'm not going to give away anything. I really because it's too new.
Yeah,
still.
right.
You know what I mean? I just don't.
Second week out. Or
exactly. So I'm not trying to spoil it yet. But at the same time though, like with the way they did that, I'm like, it's the only way they could. So that's exactly. I even said that when we talked because I'm pretty sure it was in the preview.
No way. Sure. They could have said somebody pulled his flaming body and we rebuilt him.
Well, I guess that's the only other way.
There's a lot of other ways. Right?
Well, yes.
They used. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, yeah. So, but anyways, I'm just saying. With that being said, that like, it's just ridiculous. Sorry to be in the microphone.
Yeah.
It's just how upset I am.
Yeah.
About it,
Yeah. I just. There was one thing that I really wanted this series, the Saga, to hit.
Okay.
And I feel like it just was like a half-assed thing. And like, so now for like the 10th one. Yeah, you're right. Like, I'm like, well, you already kind of like did certain things.
Yeah.
And I hate to be so vague.
I know, yeah. I think we can say, I think so.
So like, space.
Yes.
They did a little bit of stuff in space. And I get it. You can do a lot more in space, but they already like went there.
Exactly.
So like that bubble's been popped.
Exactly. If you're gonna do it, to me, if you're gonna do it, I think you needed to do it the right way. And I think
it would have
been
cool if like, what's her name, Cypher?
Yeah.
Goes onto the moon and has a moon base, and they gotta go blast off and get on the moon or something.
Yes.
Way better than we're in a Pontiac Fiero in these completely make-believe garbage suits that they just whipped together.
Exactly. 100%. Or how about Cypher's like in the satellite?
Takes
something along those lines where they have to go up there and they fight, right? It's a big enough.
No. Let's press one gas pedal that operates 50 different thrusters and I just thought it was. So there's like 1,000 people that work very tirelessly to make sure that anyone who's in space, is okay.
Yeah.
And these people just are like, oh, hey, we have an idea. We've got an idea of sending some people. Like, and for the comedic factor of it, okay, sure.
Yes.
But to me, it went beyond the point of a joke.
Exactly. Was because I think they try to add too much to that, as a joking type of thing too. Yeah. That's the thing. So like, there's too much even to that. Like, don't be wrong. I like those two characters.
Absolutely, I love those characters, but I felt like send them back out.
Thank you.
Send them back out. Have them go on to
Fast and Furious X.
Just call it X.
Exactly.
FFX.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
The world liked that one.
Wow.
The world really liked that one.
That was great.
So So I guess, like, for me, I didn't mind John Cena. I didn't mind the brother thing because, like, how many more elements are you really going to
Exactly, yeah.
So, like, I get it. Plus, I know that, like, Jordana Brewster's character kind of got a little screwed out being Brian's wife because
for sure.
If he's not in the picture, like, how could she be? But they made that work. So I was appreciative. And, like, but like, you basically served a plot to bring a character in. And that's my problem, right? John Cena had to be the brother because that's the only thing that makes sense for Dom's sister to come in because that's her brother too, right?
Yes, for sure.
And it makes sense for her to come back. But the plot was just like the most plain thing ever. So, like, you already knew at the end what was going to happen. And, and like I said, I know it's a Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah, for sure.
But I felt like 7 and 8 were better.
Yes, and do you know what I think it is?
Especially with Cypher, especially with Statham, and
but because I think that you battled for an entire movie, right? This one, I think what it was is how sneaky of a snake that his brother / partner was to get him out of sticky situations. Because if you think about it, we had our ride to what I will call stardom is catching this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the ride's there. So all of a sudden, you're there to then, you're taken back. So now you're reworking this entire thing again. And I just think every single time it gets to bring him back. And, and then it ends up at the very end to where I'm not trying to give anything away. But then that whole ride the entire time, nah. It's actually on the other side. You're like, are you kidding me right now? Are you serious? What is happening here? So with that being said, I'm just like that I just think that's where, to me, I think you're right with it. Just kind of
fell flat.
Yeah, dragged on.
Oh, it was unbelievably long.
The same storyline. Like, that's the thing. So it's the same storyline doing this till the very end, and then I hate to say it, but there wasn't much satisfaction.
Like they made like way too many unbelievable stunts.
Yes.
To where, like, before it was like ha, okay.
Yeah.
And then there'd be some unbelievable thing, but this was just like, let's just pack it full. It's like almost been made like Fast 9 is just like a parody of itself.
And thank you. So okay,
like, not another teen movie made.
Yes, I know this.
Fast 9.
Oh, that's awesome. That's funny. But okay, the scene that's another preview, so I don't care. I'm ruining this one. Is when Dom drove into the broke down bridge. Okay, and then who knew that the ropes that were connected to that were grappling hooks?
Of course.
Who knew?
Who
Only person in the world would be Dominic Toretto.
Hell yeah. You know why? My father put those there. Sure, bud. Okay. I mean, if you knew that if you hit it at a direct angle and it would just attach to the tire and the axle and everything, and nothing would break with the swinging motion and everything, and then just, dude. I was like, honestly, in my mind, I'm like, am I playing Grand Theft Auto?
Seriously.
Because I felt like if I just turn the wheel, the car will just move.
Absolutely,
it's just so stupid.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Or Letty's flying in the air. Oh, instead of you hitting the ground, hit my car. It's like catching you with my glove, right?
Uh-huh.
It's so stupid. Oh, let me speed up and catch you on my hood.
Extra 2 feet.
That is going to hurt regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for saving me. Yeah. I have cracked ribs here instead of over there. Yeah. And maybe now your hood is like in my lung. I don't know.
Yeah, not sure yet.
Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
And like I tried, that's why I said like the first 5 minutes of the movie, my brain is like comment.
Yeah.
I want to make comment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I want people to laugh right now. But then I'm like, dial it back. Like, this is a Fast and Furious movie. Sure. This is what you came here to see. But then it just became
too much.
Like it's Tyrese in the movie. It's like it has almost become self-aware. Yeah. And it's like that's not a good place to be. That's not a good space to be.
No.
I don't want to look at your stuff and be like, it's a joke.
Yes.
I rather enjoyed the heisty stuff. I rather enjoyed the criminal activity, the new ways that they were digging in and all that stuff. I liked Cypher. Like, Cypher's a badass.
A badass.
And, so you could literally do anything you wanted, and this just parody after parody, like
over and over and over again.
Like everybody's in a line coming down a hill. Things get scattered. Somehow, these people want to way down and can now T-bone another car.
Oh yeah,
because you got that far ahead.
Yeah,
these guys have been racing down the hill.
How does that make any sense? Yeah, there's a shortcut way over here. Why the hell did they do that way the first time?
They're like, wait. So what's gonna happen here? Oh well, that guy who was back there, he's now gonna T-bone them. Okay, write this down. This is good. This is good. Like
I like that.
Like for the 10th one. Like man, I don't know. I was disappointed.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I totally agree. Because the thing is, what I hate about it, so I did rewatch.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Fast and the Furious, the first one.
Dude. That's a solid movie.
The way that they, like, do you remember how the nitrous used to go through the car?
Oh, yeah.
The pedal.
Dude, that movie came out in 2001, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, like, the entire
My brother took me to the theater for that one.
Really?
Yeah, that was awesome.
So, I'm telling you, like, to me, that's a big deal. Like, that right there was, like...
The racing of it all.
Whoa.
Yeah, I would have to agree, like several of them, especially the beginnings, would be all about, like, a race of some sort.
Yes.
This one had like flashbacky garbage. We all knew the story. Nobody needed to see it.
Yeah. And I know, like, and because
the plot.
Exactly.
Ugh. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So yes, you're right. I do agree upon that. But at the same time, though, if people did not watch it, there's 9 of these movies. If people really didn't watch the entire saga, they're just not getting into this. They want to go see it.
Yeah.
At least they have some sort of background on it.
Yeah, but if you're going into that 9th movie and you've not watched any of them, I mean, you should be like, I'm going to be confused and I should be okay with that.
Now, see, my only thing is when do you learn that story? In the first movie, right?
Yeah, the first movie he talks about.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Beating a man half to death with a wrench.
Yeah.
Because his dad in the track and everything.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy.
But this is the only way to bring the brother in because you never have a mention.
And I do think that they didn't need to drag it out as long as they did. I'm not saying that by any means, but at the same time, I did like the way that he was essentially brought in. The only thing I didn't understand is when they were inside when he was going into the jail cell. Since we already know the story, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? They just showed it. But when he was going in there, why was he staring at the brother and so much like he was...
I don't know.
That scene just didn't make sense to me. Yeah. And then once he's in there and he found out about it, totally different. But when he didn't find...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, okay.
I couldn't answer that one.
All right.
I chalk that up to bad acting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Who knows?
I really don't know.
So, and did they look that much alike?
I thought whoever played Dom, younger Dom, that did a really good job.
Thank you.
Not John Cena though.
Thank you.
John Cena has like a very particular, like almost like the what that lady said, Helen Mirren is like got a normal.
Oh, you guys got the chin?
Or something.
Oh yeah.
And it's like you're right. Like that kid looked nothing like him
at all. No
bone structure that matched.
So
whatever. But Dom, I thought was spot on.
So steroids change your jawline too? I didn't realize.
No, you better believe it. You Experian boost your credit and boost your muscles. Anyways, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I hated the twist. Actually, I'll bring that up later. Like you said, no one ruined anything. But okay, I will be honest though. So Tokyo Drift. All right. So I'll start with this. The original Fast and Furious is my absolute favorite.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because it could be a standalone movie. It could just be there by itself, and it's solid. I really enjoyed that movie. Yeah. I've watched that numerous times, and I know that's just a solid good movie.
Yeah.
But I love Tokyo Drift.
Oh,
like that one is just one of my personal top favorites.
Yes.
And I know like most of the characters aren't in it, and then the Fast Saga becomes like this family, you know.
Yeah,
when they showed these faces, I'm like, I lost my shit because I'm like, oh my God. I wouldn't even think I'd get to see these guys again. I just was so excited. I was so excited, man. That was my favorite part of the movie.
Was it really?
Yeah.
He has to say
it was because I don't know. You've seen Tokyo Drift, you know.
Oh,
I loved the chemistry between Bow Wow's character. I can't remember the other guy's name, but Han, everybody. Like, I don't know. I love the chemistry of that one so much more. Like it just and that one was truly a lot of racing.
A lot.
You know what I mean? A lot of racing, drifting, all that stuff. So technical, more technical.
Yes.
You know.
And I thought that's where the show was going to kind of go. I thought it was going to be maybe a worldwide race or something.
Yeah.
Of some sort. Honestly, that's what
kind of straight turned into a heist.
Exactly. Well, straight turned into now they're ramping through buildings and other buildings and then driving off.
Yep. Stealing a safe with 2 muscle cars, dragging it through.
Ridiculous. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, but I was just so excited. I was like, I don't even care what they're doing. I'm just so pumped to see these guys together.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, definitely.
Man. I was just so excited about
and I thought the way they did it was really funny.
Yes.
And I did like it. And then I see at first I'm like why this car, right? And then afterwards, after when I seen this next scene coming up, I'm like, aha, got it. You know,
yeah, right.
There it was. You know, so
right.
yeah, I knew there had to be some sort of reasoning behind this entire thing. So, but once again, there's your one race.
Yeah, right.
So
sure,
that's the one. You know, we got it. So.
Oh man, I was just so excited. I was like, I just thought, man, they would never bring these guys in because I feel like Tokyo Drift is just like a stepchild,
yes,
you know,
sure.
or something, you know, like where it's just not like maybe whoever the writers are, whoever that have progressed the saga this far is like that's not part of this.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, seeing them was like, oh, they're back. And then I feel like they're just in now, right? Like
true.
their family grew exponentially in this
huge.
Yes. So I was pumped when I saw that. Let's go back to Tokyo, baby.
I might have to watch that one actually.
The only thing that bothers me about the Han thing, I'm pumped about Han because I love that character.
Oh yeah, me too. Actually, I really did.
He's very suave.
Yep. I wish I had a bag of peanuts.
Exactly, snacking all the time. Like he reminds me a lot of like Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah, I give you that. Yeah,
because like Robert Downey Jr. has a lot of those mannerisms where he's like relaxed, he's eating, he's like the smartest guy in the room. But sometimes. But anyways, so I was really excited. But the way, all right, so it's almost like the Mission Impossible series. As soon as you start ripping masks off, anybody could be anybody, and it doesn't even matter to me anymore, right? Like, it's lost its flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, you captured the bad guy. Well, I'm not the bad guy, you know. I was wearing this mask this whole time, whatever. It's kind of like that situation with Han, where it's like, now you can just bring anybody back.
Exactly, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just it's like, I'm happy he's back, but I'm like not happy. Like, don't do it again.
Well, for sure, exactly.
Like, if somebody's dead, let them be dead.
Because that's the one thing too. Is then who else are you gonna bring back?
Yeah, it's just a slippery slope.
Exactly. So you know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because then I also thought that maybe there was one other scenario that I had to this. Okay, and I'm just gonna tell you my scenario real quick.
Yeah.
So the only way that I was trying to think of like how he came back in the movie was so either the car blew up, but there was something that like protected him, so he was gonna be a little bit like scarred, right?
Right, yeah.
So like
exactly.
But his face and stuff, so then like he got pulled out, right? Somebody pulled him out at the very last second, and then they took him in. But because he was kind of like this, because he might have been like off the streets a little bit, right? You know what I mean? So he may not use his real name. You know what I mean? He may not know his real name. He might not have his wallet on him, right?
Yeah,
His car might not be registered his name. You know what I mean? I'm just saying you don't know these type of things. So who knows, right?
Yeah.
That's my whole thought process to it. So then he was off in this majorly outward thing to then work his way back in.
Yeah, right,
you know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
because think about like at the very beginning of the movie, Letty and Dom are, you're not 100% sure where they're at, right?
Oh, well, yeah, right.
So
well, even Letty spent some time getting messed up herself, like got Winter Soldiered. Remember, she got wrecked and was basically taken, right. Yes. And then turned bad or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had
that's what I'm saying.
past.
And see, the crazy part is like those are still when the movies were good though too, because that was still racing cars and driving fast cars and doing this. And
had some meat and potatoes to it.
Exactly,
like it wasn't just like fancy cars and locations.
Yeah.
It had fancy cars and locations, but at least had us the story to get there. Now it's more like Transformers, where they're like, Harry, now we have to go here.
Yeah.
Now we have to go here. Now we have to go here. No explanation needed because
Did you like Too Fast, Too Furious?
No.
You did not?
I did not like Too Fast, Too Furious.
I thought you said to me one other time, too.
I've not watched it in a long time,
Yeah.
but I know, like, after that one, I was like, that was not a good movie.
So it's crazy because when I was actually talking to my brother over the weekend, and I didn't realize it. We were just, I don't know how we on the Fast and Furious. Oh, probably I saw it on Friday, I'm assuming, because I talked to him on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we went on that kick, but he told me the same thing. He's like, I hated too. And he goes, to be honest with you, he goes, I think Paul Walker ruined too. And I'm like, Paul Walker? What?
Interesting.
So he goes, for some reason, he goes, I just don't think that he didn't play the same character he played in the first one. So he went from this kind of shy, working his way kind of in guy, and then to all of a sudden...
I could see that,
So then all of a sudden, now he goes into being, he's Mr. Cocky. He's becoming the new Dom in that way, right?
Yeah.
Like in that scenario. So he'll go and just dominate races because he's that good of a driver, right? Like this whole thing. Same thing with Dom, you know? But then all of a sudden, you know, you're like, well, I mean, I get that, but, you know, I mean, so, and I haven't seen it in a long time either, so I never thought about that.
I never thought of it that way. I never thought what, like, kind of ruined the movie for me. Because that's the first one Tyrese is in.
Yes, it is.
And Tyrese is hilarious to me, so I just, I can't.
Wait, is Tyrese in that one?
I'm pretty sure, because that's his driving partner. Like, I'm pretty sure that's how he comes in.
That was the second one, wasn't it? That was Too Fast, Too Furious.
Sure.
Yes, it was. You're 100% right. Yes, it was.
Because they're both driving, like, fancy cars.
Yeah, they went down to fight.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think even Eva Mendes was in that one.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she's like the liaison between.
Yeah, she's actually. Yeah,
she's a great actor.
Great.
It just was not a good movie.
See, the end of the movie I hated, but I liked like the end of it a little bit. Ejectocito, cuz. you know, see the button? I thought that was so funny. Like that scene was hilarious.
I love Tyrese. I think he's absolutely hilarious, and I think that's like he's one of the saving graces of this ninth one.
You probably yes, I think 100%.
Because he makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, now there's something really funny. So Tyrese wants to, because you know Tyrese is from the Transformers franchise as well.
Oh, that's right.
And he wants to do a crossover. I'm like, dude, that would be so awesome.
That would be sweet. Then you are going to space. I'm just saying, we're going to space.
Yeah, we're definitely going to space in a way cooler way. You know? But that's funny. Yeah, Too Fast, Too Furious. I would honestly have to rewatch it to see like what is
to give
bad.
my true opinion for sure.
Yeah, you know what really did it for me.
Because not saying I'm not minding the cars, but they drove really sweet cars in the second one too.
I know that's
my hard part because that's what I watch the show for.
Oh, right.
The movie was still the movie. I'm not saying that, but really, what
Toyota Supra and the orange Toyota Supra. They just cruised up there and was like getting dragged backwards. Yes. I'm like, I want that car, man.
So bad.
Yeah,
so bad.
I wanted that car.
Yeah,
and then John Cena gets to just whip that bitch away, and I'm like, man, I want that car.
Yeah, for sure. What makes me super upset is you know how bad I want an Eclipse. I want an Eclipse so bad.
Dude, from the original Fast and Furious Eclipse, dude. Oh,
I wanted it so bad. So my uncle beat me to it because I was, like a 12.
Oh yeah.
He beat
nowhere
me
nearby.
And let me tell you, that thing fell apart quicker than I ever imagined. So I'm glad to buy that. That thing fell apart. Paul Walker lied to me, man. Brian. Where are you at?
Well, they did some modifications, I'm sure.
Spent, I think the comment, you got $20,000 over the hood right there. I'm like, pulled your cards too much.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. Yeah, they used to talk about the cars and talk about like under the hood, the montages of them like fixing them up. Dude, the first one. I honestly gotta go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, do it. I'm telling you, it blew my mind. It was so good.
It even had like the drama aspect of that. They're almost like little brother type of figure.
Yeah,
he gets shot up, and they have like this big beef and everything. Man.
Yeah, remember? Because that's when Brian first came in, so he first met first met, you know what I mean?
Tuna sandwich, man.
Exactly, he wants that tuna sandwich. The tuna's not that good around here.
Yeah, tuna's not that good around here. There's another reason why you're coming around.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. It's hard, man. It's crazy.
I know Letty and, for some reason,
who?
Michelle Rodriguez.
God, okay.
And Jordana Brewster. I know, I think they had made a comment about them, like, stressing the fact that how bad they would love like a female spin-off Fast and the Furious.
Oh,
like,
yeah, okay.
Like movie, not like it doesn't have to be like a trilogy, but like Hobbs and Shaw kind of thing.
Kind of a Saga part.
I'm like, I would totally be down.
Atmosphere work.
These fight scenes are just absolutely impressive. I would love that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Letty can drive.
Yeah. Oh, drive, dude, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I was like, I would totally be down to watch that. It would definitely be a nice change of pace from the typical Vin Diesel tough guy. Like it's very antiquated.
Yes. Okay, can I ask you a question? And I didn't look it up before the podcast for a certain reason. Is Vin Diesel short?
Oh yeah.
Did you happen to know every pair of boots that he wore? And I love the fact that this man can run full fledged like that.
Oh, and
in his work boots. I'm telling you, next time like you ever pay attention,
I did.
There's lifts. He's got lifts. He's got lifts in his boots because you can see the regular seal. It's a certain color. And then the lift at the bottom is a different color.
Oh, that
so
is awesome. That's
it's
so funny.
It's so good.
That's so
that
funny.
Is awesome.
I didn't notice that, but
yeah.
I mean, that dude runs miles in those boots.
I'm telling you, fast.
Wow.
So fast.
It's Tyrese.
He cuts angles.
Not normal. They are not normal.
That's true.
I was hoping they were going to go somewhere with
that.
With what Tyrese was saying.
Who knows? They may though.
They may. I'm betting not.
Yes, so that's one thing. So like, I mean, because I like Luda's character and stuff in the show too. You know, I like him a lot. But sometimes even some of his setups to it are even starting to get a little bit.
They're redundant, man. Like I kind of felt like his character was just thrown away in this movie.
And every other movie, I thought he was very, very like preeminent in that movie.
Yeah.
It's not that you see him do like number wise. If you're gonna tell me it's all about numbers, show me that you made the numbers.
Well, that's a weird thing. So he used to be like the hacker and all that stuff. And now they have a lady who specializes in that. So what does he do?
Exactly. So that's the thing. So he just works with her. She does all the work, and he just sits there.
It felt like that. It was kind of. It was definitely a goofy. I felt like his character definitely took the back seat on this one.
Yeah, and that sucks. Because
that does suck. Because I love his character.
Yes,
yeah,
awesome.
But I also felt that like his reactions, especially to Tyrese, because I know they always have their banter, but when he was like making sense and Ludacris was like, "Oh, yeah, actually, what he's saying is making a lot of sense."
Yeah.
And it's just like, what happened next? You know, like, I also know that you're a dumbass or whatever.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, well, like, me personally, like, I don't know. Your brain, if you're more on like that intelligent thinking type of thing, you don't tend to just like wish away or like swat away ideas and stuff like that.
That's true.
Those things start churning in your head and fester, and other thoughts start happening. So like his like responses were just so bland.
Yeah.
That it was just like, man, I don't know. Whoever wrote your character this time, they stung.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Tyrese was a hit as always.
Yeah.
I felt like most of the characters were pretty good. I feel bad for Letty too, because I feel like Letty's just like in this constant state of like unknown.
Doesn't know. Exactly. Yeah. And I feel bad for her, but I also think that she just doesn't know what she truly wants, and I think that's part of something that figure it out, girl.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because here's the problem. Like, our characters don't change a whole lot, and we're going to be coming up on the 10th, and I know it's the Fast and the Furious, but there's got to be character arcs.
Exactly. And how come, like, see, to me, in a sense, like, if like I know Dom needs to go out there for doing the big jobs and stuff, but like why does, like, I know Dom's the guy. I'm not saying that, but like, why isn't there another shot at it and fail, and then Dom goes? Why is there something? Yeah,
right. Like,
give me something.
Why not try time travel before Iron Man shows up? Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So it's like, come on. I don't
agree
understand.
with that. Like, can we have some scenes without Vinny?
Yes. Seriously, that's what I mean. Like, so that's like using the girl show. Yeah, I live a quarter mile at a time.
You know who he must have kicked off the set this time was Hobbs, because
you know they're doing it along at all, right?
Well, I know that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It almost seems like manufactured, but This one makes me believe it because he's the only one.
Yep.
The only one that I could think of who did not show his face. Because Statham, at least.
Yeah. Which is crazy, too.
Even Statham's small. Now, Shaw didn't, but.
Yeah.
Sorry. Shaw is. There's two Shaws. Statham is the good Shaw. That's air quotes.
Yes.
And then there's the evil Shaw. You remember like they're going after Shaw was like the bad guy, the sixth one or the seventh one.
Yeah.
That you know, yeah.
And then they end up working together.
Yeah, it's like Luke Evans or something like that. I can't remember his name. Well, yeah, but Statham is the brother of that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So that guy wasn't in it, but Statham did whatever. So it's like Helen Mirren was in it.
Yeah.
The Tokyo Drift guys were in it.
Seriously, yeah.
You know, so many things were happening, and
not Hobbs.
No Hobbs at all.
It's weird. And the thing
I know Vin was not happy about the Hobbs and Shaw. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
He was not happy that a spinoff like was happening.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. For some reason, I think my mom told me, and then I read it too. It was like somebody was like talking about it. It wasn't like factual or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they think that it was because they felt like he was replacing Paul Walker. And I'm like,
nobody's replacing Paul Walker. I can tell you right now, there is still a hole in the movie
100%
because of that.
Yes.
Yeah, like there's no replacement.
You're never replaced. That you want to talk about family? That's your family.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's
absolutely.
It. So.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just wild, but I don't know. I don't know.
So if you want to see a big action movie, you know, personally, I'd say wait for it. You know, if you can watch for free, go ahead. They've earned a lot of money already. You know what I mean? It's so much so that they're just blowing it on stunts. Stunt after stunt after stunt.
Insane. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to watch a great action film, go watch it.
Yeah, definitely watch it. Definitely watch it. But it's definitely not like I would say watch 7. I would say watch 8. I would say
watch 1. I mean, just
watch 1.
Watch the
3,
original.
But this one just a little lackluster, and that'll happen. I almost felt like this one because all right. So the name, what was it? A Fast Saga, right? F9 Fast Saga or something.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a placeholder name. You
know,
it's not
100%.
like an official name, and I felt like that's kind of the metaphor for this movie. It's a placeholder to get us to the 10th.
100%. Yeah.
You know,
well, it's crazy. It's actually saying that. I mean, I'll just quick Google search. It did say 2022 Fast 10.
2022.
Yeah. And they say that they are calling this F9. That's literally.
It's just called F9.
Well, like So I
because
mean,
on our tickets it was like F9 the Fast Saga.
Yeah, I mean F9.
Yeah,
so, I mean, that's like the overall thing. But like if you look at it, it does say the Fast Saga. But I think that like,
it's probably just going to be like F10 Fast Saga,
exactly,
F7 Fast Saga. Yeah.
So they don't have to keep making up names because they already ruined it. But it's fine.
Interesting. So yeah. Yeah, so if you're looking to go into a movie theater and check out something that's got a ton of action, ton of explosions, ton of whatever you're looking for, boom, head on out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you got?
Nothing. I got one more exciting news that I just want to share. I mean, it's not that exciting. It's an old movie.
Yeah, I kind of had a thing too. Sorry,
it's
okay.
Thrown up. It's okay. It's okay. So the last thing that I want to say is like one of my top 5 movies, Talladega Nights, has been released on Netflix again.
Awesome!
It just came out. Nice. So I've been last night. I seriously we'll just say I got excited, and I watched it all. And then put it back on rewatch and go to sleep.
Awesome.
I'm like, good old shake and bake. Like, oh my God, here it is. That is so funny.
That's awesome.
So yeah, especially it was because I think it's because the whole obviously the Fast and Furious came out. So
I'm sure. Yeah.
So it's probably just wrapped up in that whole scenario too. But man, I've been slaving over this thing for hours.
It's all the Taco Bell and all this other stuff. I've been slaving over this for hours.
That's so
Come eat. That's funny because what I'm going to bring up too is on Netflix, and it's an oldie but a goodie. But over the weekend, my brother-in-law decided to put on what is it? I think it's it's the second one. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Oh, gotcha.
And I was just laughing and laughing, and actually, it's really funny to go back and like. You'll see like these familiar faces that are like kind of like in the background or real quick characters. You're like, oh, they went out and did this. Oh,
yeah, absolutely, cool.
yeah. So then we also watched Goldmember and everything.
No, nice.
So,
like I was wondering.
Yeah. It was so funny. I'm like, man, I love these movies. They were so funny, dude.
I haven't watched them in a long time.
They still hold up.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
I'll give them a
I was laughing so hard.
I might throw one on tonight when I get home.
Dude, they're all on Netflix.
That's what I'm saying. So I might. I mean, might as well.
All right, cool. All right. So what was the HBO movie?
It is called
because that's what we're gonna watch.
Yes. No Sudden Move.
No Sudden Move.
Mm-hmm. So it says, recently released from prison, Curtis Goins descends into a tangled underbelly of a rapidly changing 1950s Detroit after teaming with a band of criminals for a seemingly simple job with dire consequences. Dun, dun, dun.
Brendan Fraser, my boy. I like that is actually what caused me to look at the trailer and find out about the movie. I saw Brendan Fraser was in something. And I'm like, okay, what is it? I will watch it.
I think you might be wrong.
Brendan Fraser?
Oh, there he is.
I was gonna say I'm definitely not wrong. He's
wait a minute.
In the trailer.
It's so crazy because I thought that he was actually one of the top guys in the movie, but he's listed like number 8 on the list. It's kind of weird. I don't maybe I'm just like misread it or something.
I'll have to talk to the people who put that together. He should be at the top.
I'm just saying. I mean, I get it. Grade A.
Yes. All right.
So yeah.
Cool.
But that's all I got, man.
That's all I got as well.
So happy 4th of July again. I know it's a little late, but we are recording this.
Yeah, happy holiday.
Yes.
Happy...
The 4th of July. It doesn't matter if it doesn't celebrate.
That's right.
Just the 4th of July.
It's kind of like for Troy,
Yes.
You can't celebrate holidays, I'm pretty sure.
You can't. So then he just pretends like he's invading on them.
This
is
the 4th day of July, and maybe you had a celebration.
Exactly. It's fine.
Well, thank you everybody for listening.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good one.
See you next week.